So I picked this week or this month, Making Movies by Dire Straits. I was like listening to this album the other day, just kind of turned it on randomly and was like, damn, we got ourselves a good album right here. So I thought we'd talk about it on the Record Club. Um, I really like this album. I think it's one of Dire Straits' best albums, if not their best. Um, Mark Knopfler's guitar playing really just shines on this album. Like the way that he like attacks the guitar, even in these like kind of slower love songs or like love songs that aren't quite as intense in theme, that guitar really brings in the intensity all over the album. For songs that aren't like that intense, but like that they just go crazy. I really love Tunnel of Love. It's like one of my favorite songs, and the guitar solo on that song is just amazing. That outro solo, and just the way that it tells a story. So really love it. It's got Romeo and Juliet on there. It's one of their bigger songs. It's another love song. But again, just the guitar playing that's sprinkled in around it is just so awesome. Um, yeah, it's a quick album. It's only 7 songs, which is kind of nice. Kind of wraps up in like a half hour, which I also enjoy. Um, just some good stuff from Dire Straits. I wish I had more fun facts about it. I was trying to cram it. I'll look some up while you guys talk about it, and then we can round out with some fun facts here.
Have you ever have you listened to any of Mark Knopfler's Celtic rock music?
Never.
Yeah, I went and saw Bob Dylan in Milwaukee like maybe a decade ago, and Mark Knopfler warmed up for him, and he just played a bunch of Celtic rock. It was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
Speed. I know
He's
Mark
such a
Knopfler. He did the soundtrack for Princess Bride.
cool.
And it kind of sounds like that.
That's a great
that makes so
soundtrack,
much
man.
sense.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense when you said that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this album. I've always thought this was one of the best Dire Straits albums. I mean, obviously you have their when they got into like what 80 85 with Brothers in Arms is like a classic and it's got so many bangers on it, but I think in terms of like early Dire Straits, classic Dire Straits, this is the one. He's just really one of the best guitar players ever, especially like in his time. And unique sounding, you know what I mean? He's totally got his own thing. Great voice too. It's really a key part of it. The beginning of the album, obviously Tunnel of Love is a freaking epic. And Romeo and Juliet, I've always been a big fan of that song. It's a beautiful little ballad thing. Express a Love, banger. I didn't really know too many other songs, but Hand in Hand, I think really stuck out to me. I really like that one. Yeah, I love it, man. I don't know what else to say. I think he's just good rock, and it's a unique album in 1980. If you ask me. So
Yeah, I was a big fan of this one too. I think we don't give enough credit to the rhythm section. I think Tunnel of Love, Skate Away, the drums and bass and rhythm guitar, they keep up like this really like jammy beat that just sort of accentuates Mark Knopfler's like guitar, but there's like a momentum to those songs that I really like. And Sultans of Swing has the same thing going on, which is not on this album, but I thought that Tunnel of Love kind of sounded like Sultans of Swing. Romeo and Juliet was my favorite on this album, but I really wish Mark Knopfler was like a little bit more of an emotional singer, because like the you cried whenever we made love, whatever the chorus was, I felt like he should have been belting out a little bit more. It's not to say it's a bad song. I think it's one of their best songs that they have,
I feel
on any of their
yeah.
records.
He's kind of like a cool singer, like
Yeah,
the way he kind of delivers stuff. But I think in terms of that song, I think you're right. Probably somebody else could have done it better, but
I tried to
Kelly
look up
Clarkson needs to
covers.
cover Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
That would go crazy.
Oh my God, that's what I've been waiting for.
I feel like a lot of Mark's emotion comes through the guitar.
Yeah, I agree
And
with
like
that.
the singing almost takes a back seat.
The chorus of Romeo and Juliet, I mean, like instrumentally, it just
Yeah.
the piano, the guitar, everything comes together. Even the drums are just like beaten down. But like, you know, it's hard to ignore that central in that entire song is just his vocals, and they don't quite match the rest of the instruments. Not to say it's a bad song. I love that song. It's an amazing song. I think, yeah, my standouts on this are Romeo and Juliet. I really liked Les Boys. That was just kind of a fun song at the very end of the record.
Yeah.
And Skate Away. Skate Away was just like I said, it was like really driving. There was a lot of momentum. It just kept going. And it stayed on course, and you know, it was just a fun listen.
Yeah,
Great.
good stuff. I had when I was a kid and I heard Songs of Swing like on the radio, I always thought that Dire Straits was Bob Dylan. I was like, man, they're like rocking, they're picking up like instruments. I like thought that the Dire Straits and Bob Dylan were like the same.
Same,
kinda
yeah.
sound similar.
The voice, at least, yeah.
The voice is similar,
Yeah.
When I went and saw, you know, Mark Knopfler and Bob Dylan, Mark Knopfler actually sounded a lot more like Bob Dylan than Bob Dylan did. Bob Dylan was just like, he didn't know where the fuck he was. He could barely sing. He was just, they put him at a piano and they were like, all right, Bob, just do your thing. But
we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's rate this album. I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. It's a very excellent album. I might even creep it up into the 9 territory. But we'll see. Maybe an 8.9. Split the difference.
Yeah, split the difference. Thanks for watching that video. If you want to watch more of us talk about music, check us out. We got a lot of awesome videos for you to listen to. And like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And let us know what you thought of this video down in the comments below. We're always chatting with people who have an opinion, and we love it. So, see ya.